I could talk about Keller Williams all day. When someone asks me about it, I just ooze it. I love it. I'm Becca Nelson with Keller Williams Realty East Idaho. I started real estate in 2009 and with another brokerage. I was not happy with the brokerage that I was with currently. I felt like there was something else out there for me. I felt like I was driven to do more than what I was getting there. When I got my license, things had tanked pretty well. And so we were all kind of looking for new ideas to bring new people in and to have new listings and have more buyers. So I was asking him what he was doing, and he looked across his desk at me and said, "Why in the world would I tell you that? You're my competition." I had done quite a few transactions with Keller Williams agents, and as Keller Williams agents are, they're very good at kind of telling you how great Keller Williams is. I had been working with Russ Donahue and on a transaction that was really difficult. And we had just had this really good connection. And when a few months later, when I was kind of thinking about making a move somewhere else, I reached out to him and I said, "Hey, are you happening to look for a buyer's agent?" And he's like, "Yes, I am. Let's talk." And the rest is history. Then I came over to Keller Williams. When I came to KW, and all of a sudden everyone's like, "Here's what I'm doing, here's what I'm doing, here's what I'm doing, here, have it on a silver platter," like they didn't even care like they wanted to share with me. It was just such a different feel. I loved it. I give all credit to that. My business is because of the people that I work with, obviously, and also the education that I received. It was when I first took Bold that I'll never forget that time in my life, because they walked me through where I wanted to be in 1 year, where I wanted to be in 2 years, where I wanted to be in 5 years, where I wanted to be in 10 years. And I never really thought about that before. And when I saw those things happening in my life, as I just organically did, without even thinking about it, it just happened. It was almost like you just put it out there and it comes to you. And that's the culture and the education at Keller Williams and what it can bring to you, for sure. I love the commitment that the Market Center has to me as an agent. I have an amazing team and we're committed to each other, and we always will be because we're invested in each other's business. But when the Market Center offers that, and I can see these people who are supposedly my competition offer what they're doing or ask really vulnerable questions that help unveil their problems that they're having, that I'm having too on our team, it's so valuable and precious to me to be able to attend those meetings and have the camaraderie. And to get off those calls, it's like a breath of fresh air, because one, I'm not alone. People are going through the same things I'm going through. And two, there's people celebrating each other's accomplishments also, and I love that so much. It's very powerful. Whenever I get off one of those calls, I always have a golden nugget that I have written down that I look at on a Post-it note on my desk for the rest of the week. Because I'm like, if that's something that I can implement into my business, then I know my business will always be improved each Friday. Because I know what resonates with me spiritually, when I've come to Keller Williams, I feel like I've had some real moments of clarity for where I want to go in life, with my family and with my business. But personally, I'll never forget the day that my son, he was doing an interview at the school, and it was his senior year in high school, and they asked who his hero was, and he said his mom. And they asked him why, and he said, "My mom has always taught me that I can have and attain anything that I put my mind to." And Keller Williams is what taught me that, because I've seen it happen in my life over and over and over again. in January, I always do a vision board, and without fail, almost every single thing that year happens on my vision board. And so I've done that with my kids, and same thing. They just have big dreams and they're living their best lives. And if that's all I've been able to do as a parent, as a mother, as a realtor, as a coworker, to inspire somebody else to believe in themselves, then I've done the best that I can in my life. And Keller Williams has given me that inspiration to do that, to read more, to educate more, to inspire more. I was just visiting with someone that's not in our brokerage the other day, and she thought we had staged the conversation that I was having with another Keller Williams agent. She was like, "Did they tell you to say this around me?" I'm like, "No, this is what we do. This is always what we talk about." And I feel like the conversations are always high level, not just in your business, but your personal life. And people talk about their children, and they'll give you advice on children, or they'll just be there for you with stuff that you're happening in your family. Keller Williams also does the Kiddo U Cares, which is a phenomenal thing to be a part of, and know that that's going, like, we have that opportunity in our community to touch people's lives that way as well. So definitely the culture and the education. Hands down, the education and the culture are the top two for sure. I'm Becca Nelson, and I love Keller Williams.